All right. J. Cole Project tracks 1, 5, 6, 11. It's the only songs I didn't mess with. It gave me a vibe of Drake. Like, you hear them, you get it, the whole... Like, I ain't saying J. Cole never make girl records, but I just wasn't feeling them. Everything else, solid. I fuck with it. I don't got the track list in front of me, so y'all don't gotta ask me what's my favorite songs and all that. But lyrically, it was fun listening to it. I didn't see the thing with that might delete later stuff. I didn't understand when I kept seeing it on YouTube, like what that was. Well, he posted like the video for Volume 1 and Volume 2. I mean, it's promo for his upcoming album, The Fall Off. So I was just like, okay, that's cool. I really didn't pay attention to it. A couple of freestyles was in there and people was going crazy. I didn't really pay attention to it. Y'all know where I was, so I ain't got to speak on that again. But I'm like, all right, that's what's up. And so when the diss record dropped, I was just like, damn, all right. It was underwhelming, but it was a warning shot. But then I looked, like, oh, he dropped the whole project. Now, in my opinion, I don't think he needed this record. If you just would have put the project out by itself, alone, just from a lyrical standpoint, because it's subliminals throughout it, I still feel like he would have got his point across. I mean, the apology is just, Jesus, I ain't trying to, go back to what I said in the video because it's just crazy. You don't really see that too much in hip-hop, you know what I'm saying? Other than Jay-Z damn near crying on Hot 97 because he lost to Nas, it's just like, you don't really see that, you know what I mean? So it's like, listening to other people's videos, which y'all know I already don't mess with that like that. I don't really try to watch other people's videos, but, I mean, they funny or whatever. But Joe said something that made sense. I said this to my girl way before I watched the little Joe Budden clip. Somebody called this nigga and said something to him. He heard something. I said it. I should have recorded our conversation about that. But I knew it. So when Joe said it, like, somebody said something to him and played him, supposedly, allegedly, played him a snippet of something Kendrick said in this song, and then he went on stage and apologized. Like, the comments that people have been leaving on people's videos have been hilarious. Niggas was like, what if Drake was on stage when he did that apology? That shit would have been hilarious. You know what I'm saying? But I still feel like he didn't need this record. It wasn't even that dope. Second half should have been the whole song. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, if you're going to go in for a kill, go in for the kill. But it's not about the diss record. It's just the overall project is solid. Like, his rapping ability. Not even that. Like, when I got out and I heard the Lil Yachty record, we know Yachty can't rap like that, so I was surprised to be like, oh, he kind of put his words together a little better. But the J. Cole verse in itself, crazy. And, like, I guess niggas wasn't liking it because of the way the beat was and how he just seemed like he was talking. But I'm listening. It's a difference between listening and hearing. You can hear a song, like, it's cool. I'm listening. Nigga went crazy. And he still, at the end of the verse, what'd he say? The greatest ever, or what something to that fact of what he said. And it's just like, he keeps saying his greatest shit. And then I'm like, okay, I'm listening to the project. And it's like, I like this. What was that album that just, like, he put out before this little mixtape? The Off Season. That was lyrical at a point to where it's like, damn, okay, 2014 Forest Hill Drive is probably my favorite J. Cole project next to KOD. But I was even listening to that like, damn, this shit is amazing. And people still to this day don't even talk about that album like it just was here and gone. You know, so I see where the comparison come to where he said about Kendrick, where this album is this, the album is this album is this. And people will argue that J. Cole's first album wasn't it. People love Born Sinner. They love 2014 Forest Hill Drive. They didn't really like For Your Eyes Only, because they'll compare that to, in a sense of, they say that Kendrick's latest album was Therapy Session, that's kind of his, so they get the same thing. So it's like the whole Drake meme thing, like he said, me pointing at Drake is like the Spider-Man meme. It's kind of in a sense of him and Kendrick in a way, because they both have that thing with both fan bases to say that this album was this album was that. But this might delete later. I like it. I don't really fuck with the title. My girl really don't fuck with the title, because I'm like, why would you might delete later? And there was a rumor going around that he was just going to delete the diss record off the project, which is stupid. Like, you recorded it, you dropped it, it's out. Why would you take it off? So, other than that, I'm hyped for The Fall Off, because this is supposedly his last album. And then the crazy shit that he said in it, I got 2 classics I can drop right now. Now, that's bold as hell. Remember when Lupe said that about his album? Or was it Game? It was one of them niggas that sat there and said, I think it was Lupe. with Illuminati, where he said this is comparable to Illmatic. Fire record, fire, crazy, lyrical, out of this world. You know what I'm saying? On some next universe shit. But comparing it to Illmatic, no. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I'm wondering what's J. Cole next move. Because I'm a fan of all three niggas. I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh, he said he's sorry, so I don't fuck with him. No, I fuck with him, but I just don't understand the move. You know what I'm saying? But in my opinion, not to bring Drake in it, but the Pusha T shit, we already know about that, right? Drake, he lost. It is what it is. Drake had the better record, but Pusha T won because of the gossip. But in my opinion, Drake real L, it comes from Joe Budden. Do y'all remember the song Afraid that Joe Budden dropped that diss record? Listen to that song and that shit manifests to this day. That whole section of Metro and Future, listen to that song and think what's going on today. You see what I'm saying? He marched right into this madness. I got reason to assume. Like, that whole scheme right there, I was listening to that shit earlier. I was like laughing because I was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? It's just listen to that song and it's like Joe damn near considered Future when he dissed. Because most of that track came out like, what was that, 2015, 2016, some shit like that. But it shows that he knew where Drake was going, and it makes so much sense now. And I'm like, damn, why are you talking about Drake in a J. Cole video? But I'm just follow what I'm saying. So with that being said, the whole J. Cole thing, where it's like, I finally watched the little thing he did at the festival, you know, and it's just like, shit, that's him. Like, he always been that whole kumbaya type motherfucker, like, you know what I mean, peace and harmony and all that shit, you know what I mean. But for a motherfucker to get on stage and say, it fuck with my spirit, it fuck with my soul, you had to get at that point threatened. You know what I'm saying? Because just think about it. You got problems with you in high school, you in college, or you at work, and it's some type of tension and shit. You have to see something or hear something to make you be like, gracefully bow the fuck out. That's what J. Cole did. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what it was. It made me wonder, what does Kendrick got on these niggas? Because it's just like, Drake is quiet as a church mouse. J. Cole bowed the fuck out. And it's just like, well, damn, that number one spot, shit, at the end of the day, you gonna pick Kendrick there. I mean, if you're going to talk money, you'll pick Drake there. If you're going to talk artistic vision, you pick Kendrick there. J. Cole is like, I don't know. Like, I get why. Never mind. That don't even matter. But the project is solid. So I don't hear nobody talking about the album. Like, you see reactors reacting to the video and his music. But it's more of the diss record and not really breaking down the science to each one of them songs, because he was talking some crazy shit on that project. Like, nigga, like, I mean, I ain't gonna sit here and say, we know Friday Night Lights is a classic. Lyrically, though, this is better than that. And I fuck with that. That's a classic. I stood outside of a fucking, it don't matter where I stood up to get the mixtape, even though it's free on the internet, but a physical copy. I drove different cities to go buy the physical copy of that mixtape. So it's just like, for me to say that means a lot. Y'all know my music collection is fucking crazy. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, I fuck with the tape. The tape is fire. You know what I mean? I don't have no problem with it. If Drake don't say shit today or this week, in my opinion, if he don't say shit this weekend, he gets down to number 2. Because it doesn't make any sense. Do you remember when Meek said some crazy shit just on Twitter and Drake just instantly said something? Pusha T drop Infrared, W Freestyle. You see what I'm saying? And it's just like, what is you waiting for? It's like he waiting for Kendrick to say something so he could say something. And I'm not understanding that. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, yes, I know I'm from West Coast. Y'all like, oh, you should be rooting for Kendrick. It ain't about that. This is a rap battle. You know what I mean? And J. Cole ain't really battle tested. I would say Drake is. Kendrick ain't really battle tested like that. You know what I mean? Because he'll do subliminal shit, but never really went back and forth with somebody. I mean, he got Big Sean the fuck out of here. I don't care what nobody say. Like, we all know the hard part forward is about that nigga. He got him the fuck out of here. I mean, he's coming back now, but did you hear Big Sean latest little song where he admitted that he couldn't keep up with them niggas? You see what I'm saying? So it's like, damn. What's wrong with you niggas? It's just rap. It's just competition. And Kendrick don't even be around that much. He'll drop an album, be gone 5 years on some Erykah Badu shit. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? So it's just like, you have ways to pick apart these niggas. And I had so many thoughts yesterday, but it's just like, I let all that shit go and didn't want to make a video. But it's just like, I be confused. Like, you know, I love rap, but it's just like it's boring. Like the main motherfucker I've been listening to, you know what I mean, is Ransom. Like Ransom since the last 5 years has been killing shit. And you don't know who Ransom is, go check that nigga out. So for lyrical rap that I love and lyricism and everything like that, I focus more over there, the Lupe's, you know what I'm saying? Still waiting for Wale and everything like that. But this little back and forth big three shit, I really don't care about it no more. It's like, who cares? Like, I'm older now, so I can give a damn less. But J. Cole project is fire. Don't get it messed up because I mentioned other rappers, but it's dope. I've been listening to this shit nonstop since I got it. Pie is my favorite record. You have to lyrically listen to that song and look at the lyrics and break that down. That is the most craziest shit. And the only thing that I'm mad at is no way. If J. Cole really want to say he want to test his pen and be lyrical, go get on some shit with Lupe Fiasco. That's just my opinion. Absol, Daylight, Out of This World on some other shit. But if you really want to test your pen, have you heard the song with Absol and Lupe? It's a song that they did. I forget the name of the song. It's not on Tesla and Youth. Not that song was fire too. But those two niggas did a song where they went back and forth. Like if you want to test your pen, J. Cole, and you won't hear me, you'll never hear this shit. But if you want to test your pen, get in the lab with Lupe on some mural type shit. You know what I'm saying? I love that Pie song, but lyrically and breaking it down, it's not fuck. Mural still stands the test of time with me of a lyrical song, which is crazy. He got like 3 parts of that shit. That's just me not being a hater, but I'm just saying. And Absol and Dela would tell you Lupe is that nigga. Still to this day. Let's not get it fucked up. You know what I mean? But, I mean, if you want to go at Kendrick on some other shit, just go listen to SLR 1 through 3. If you just want to be lyrical, listen to SLR 3. Just break that down. Just the scheme of the eye socket that he broke down. Crazy. SLR 2, if y'all didn't know, was about Kendrick when Kendrick did Control, and he still broke him down. So it's just like, that's the part I never understood. Like, y'all praise Kendrick, we like Kendrick, but it's just like, that's the same stuff Lupe was doing, and y'all act like y'all didn't give a damn. On a way different stratosphere. You know what I'm saying? He did commercial records, he did conscious records, he did messages for the environment, the hood, life, and it's just like people just didn't really fuck with him like that. I guess y'all thought he was the asshole or something, but still, you know, this video is everywhere, but My Delete Later is a good project. Out of 10, I get that shit 8.5 because of the 4 songs I really didn't fuck with. You know what I mean? Shout out to Ari Lennox. You know, her ass be tweaking on Joe Budden and all that, but it's just like, nah, I don't really fuck with all that Drake vibe type music. Let that nigga do that shit. You stick to what you do. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and speaking of evil ways, like, hey, J. Cole watched Drake on First Person Shooter, but he dumbed it down on Evil Ways. I don't care what nobody say, because it's like, well, how the fuck on one song you watch this nigga, then on Evil Ways, y'all kind of neck and neck on crazy. You know what I'm saying? So that was a pep talk. You feel me? Drake came in that motherfucker like, yo, kind of bring that back a little bit. Pause. You know what I'm saying? No Diddy. I ain't gonna be on that wave, so don't even sit there and laugh. But yeah, I'm like, how the fuck is they neck and neck when this shit? He watched that nigga on another song. That's crazy. Even on Jodeci Freestyle, niggas still debate that. So it's like, come on, like, Drake can rap, don't get it fucked up. But in my opinion, Drake needs to do a timestamp record and clear all this shit out. That's the only way it's gonna work. If he don't do a timestamp record on some real 5 a.m. in Toronto shit, 9 a.m. in Dallas type shit, 7 a.m. in Bridal Path type shit, he ain't gonna win versus Kendrick, bro. You gotta break that shit all the way down, bro. J. Cole need to redeem himself and say, fuck that shit, go back in and diss the shit out both them niggas. Like, fuck it. It ain't no big 3. Niggas gonna be 1. If I'm Uno, I'm Muhammad Ali, I'm knocking both you niggas out. You feel me? Had them niggas on the ropes and get them niggas. But My Delete Later is solid. I fuck with it. I don't think I need to do no video on Big 3 now. I basically done did that shit in the last 3 videos. But whatever dropped tonight, I might drop some shit. I don't know. But music right now for me is boring, though. No, don't ask me about the Super Bowl. I don't want to talk about that shit. We don't give a fuck about Taylor Swift being there. So I know you niggas want to know that shit. But I ain't got no thoughts on that. But yeah, what's your favorite song on My Delete Later? Let me know. I'm a little bored right now, so I might drop another video. I don't know. But y'all let me know. I'm going to holler at y'all. Go to my community shit. Look at that comment. I mean, not the comment, but look what I posted on the community. Like, support that shit. You know, I don't really ask for support, but go support that shit. Y'all fuck with all these other motherfuckers like that. Fuck with a real one. All right, one.